Monica Mcnutt of ESPN is getting attacked by these Caitlin Clark fans for her comments pertaining the Rookie of the Year in the WNBA when it comes down between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. She gave her takes on Get Up this morning, and these Caitlin Clark fans are outraged. But before we get off in today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, I don't know what it is with these Caitlin Clark fans. Every time somebody gives their opinion that don't coincide with Caitlin Clark, these Caitlin Clark fans get outraged on everybody's take that goes against their person that they think should be the Rookie of the Year in the WNBA. Well, we all know Monica Mcnutt, the highly skilled, the highly professional Georgetown alumni that played college basketball for Georgetown. She has a great basketball mind. She was on Get Up this morning, and she was talking about the WNBA. Now, she's been a real advocate for the WNBA. You know how she got on Stephen A. Smith for not covering it, on his platform 3 years ago, because Stephen A. he's high in stature. And she was basically just saying, we didn't get this coverage about 3 years ago. But now that the great rookie classes came in with Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, Rakia Jackson, Carmela Cardoso, a lot of people have been talking about the WNBA and its headlines. You know everything that Caitlin Clark has done for the WNBA. Like they said, she's the cash cow. She's putting butts in seats. She's selling out arenas. She got the WNBA charter flights, and you know what Becky Hammond say? She been playing since she was 1999, and they was pushing for it, but it never happened. So she really don't care how it came about. She said it could have been Kermit the Frog. But these two highly skilled rookies that came into the WNBA, one was drafted number 1 overall in Caitlin Clark, and then one was drafted number 7. That was Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark went to the Indiana Fever. Angel Reese has went to the Chicago Sky. Now, what they're doing in the WNBA is impressive. Caitlin Clark set a franchise record for the most assists in one game. Angel Reese, she's on a streak of 11 straight double-doubles. She's breaking records. And basically what Monica Mcnutt said is the Rookie of the Year is going to come down to whoever's the highest in the standings. Now, we know that last game between Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky broke records. And also that put Chicago Sky above Indiana Fever in the standings. So right now, the Chicago Sky are setting 8th, and the Indiana Fever are setting 9th. So Monica Mcnutt went on Get Up, and she made these comments about who she thought was going to be the Rookie of the Year. So let's take a listen to what Monica Mcnutt said on ESPN Get Up this morning. Let's take a listen.
Here is going to go based on the standings. Okay. Because I think that is how you have the opportunity to measure impact.
And the sky is right above them.
And the Sky right now are in the playoffs, so you'd have to give the nod in my mind to Angel Reese. Look, the double-double streak that she's rocking and rolling, chasing down 12 double-doubles to start is the record that spanned over 2 seasons. She's already gotten to 11. I think when you sit back and you look at what's around her, head coach Teresa Weatherspoon in her first year, there's not another number 1 draft pick on that roster currently. There's not another all-star on that roster currently from years past.
That's a great point.
Indiana, they are building blocks.
Yeah.
Aaliyah Boston, Rookie of the Year, number 1 pick last year. Obviously, Caitlin Clark this year. Kelsey Mitchell has had big-time seasons over the course of her career. So there's more there in terms of the supporting cast around Caitlin, but both of them have been incredibly impressive. And I think those odds don't really indicate how close this race is.
Yeah, I love it. To me, I go back to like when Bird and Magic were first in the NBA. This is kind of what we got going on right now in the W.
For sure. It's fantastic. Obviously, the games between the two of them are the highest rated. So you got to give each their requisite credit due in that one. And I got to say, of both of them, I have so much respect. The eyeballs are as big as they've ever been, and they are showing up and entertaining both.
See, that's a great point by Monica Mcnutt. And, you know, if you take the analytics and the way that these, you know, awards go, basically she made a great point. You know, they both playing outstanding ball. They both got eyes on the WNBA. People are watching because of them too. It can't be just one. It can't be just Caitlin Clark. It just can't be Angel Reese. Like I told you guys before, when you mention Caitlin Clark's name, Angel Reese's name is going to follow right behind it. As soon as you mention Angel Reese's name, Caitlin Clark's name is going to follow behind it. But basically what Monica Mcnutt said is whoever team is up in the standings, that's basically who she is giving the Rookie of the Year for. And the reason why she's giving the nod to Angel Reese right now is because the Chicago Sky are sitting in that 8th spot and the Indiana Fever are sitting in that 9th spot. She said impact to winning. Both of them teams are low in the standings, but the impact for winning, she said that Angel Reese's impact right now is greater than Caitlin Clark's by just a little smidget. So, you know, it's a toss-up. But for these Caitlin Clark fans to go out there and just start verbally attacking Monica Mcnutt for her opinion, these are just opinions. I mean, she's not the only one that has that opinion, but it seems like every time something don't go in Caitlin Clark's favor, the Caitlin Clark fans attack the person where that, you know, that comment or where the source came from. I mean, you can't have it both ways. I mean, to viciously attack Monica Mcnutt the way they're doing, all you got to do is look all over social media right now, all over the internet, and you can see what these Caitlin Clark fans are saying on Twitter X about Monica Mcnutt, and that's coming from Caitlin Clark fans, man. Everything can't go Caitlin Clark's way. You just got to understand that. Now, both of them are playing exceptional well. Now, Angel Reese right now, she's averaging 13.2 points a game, 11.8 rebounds. She leads the WNBA in offensive rebounds and at 4.9, and she's leading the WNBA in rebounds as a whole. And, you know, a lot of people say that that's all she does is get her own rebounds and stuff like that, but that's a skill to go get that. And on the other side, you know, Caitlin Clark, she's having an exceptional year herself. She's averaging 16 points a game, 5.7, you know, rebounds, 7.1 assists, and 1.3 steals. Now, the thing about it is she's averaging 5.6 turnovers a game, so her assist-to-turnover ratio is not that well. Even though she's getting the assists, a lot of people made some comments, like Aaliyah Boston made some comments that, you know, she passes that ball like magic. So that's high praise. But for a ESPN personnel to come out and make the comments that she made and to get viciously and verbally attacked by these Caitlin Clark fans, that's just absurd. That's just Monica Mcnutt's personal opinion on who she thought was the Rookie of the Year so far and who she would give the nod to if the season ended today. She said she would give it to Angel Reese because she has Caitlin Clark in the standings. Now, both of them are putting up great numbers, but like Monica Mcnutt alleviated to, Angel Reese's double-double streak is unprecedented, and she's doing real well. Caitlin Clark has broke some rookie records along the way as well. She broke a franchise record for the most assists in one game. So, you know, she's giving her flowers on that. She's not taking nothing away from Caitlin Clark. That's what these Caitlin Clark fans don't understand. She did not disrespect Caitlin Clark in no way, shape, or form. She gave her flowers. But the only thing she said was that she would give Angel Reese the Rookie of the Year right now because it's impact and winning between those two franchises, and one is above the other. And that goes to the Chicago Skies, is above in the standings of the Indiana Fever. So I don't see nothing wrong with Monica Mcnutt's, you know, takes on what she said about the Rookie of the Year in the WNBA between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Sometimes these Caitlin Clark fans, you got to pipe down. So you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. Also, if you're supporting the channel, make sure you share the video out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you got your post notifications on So every time that Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger, you'll be first to notified. Also, we have our super chats, available. If you want one of your comments that might be controversial or you want something to say, drop a super chat and your comment will be aired on the next podcast that we do, and we'll drop it on air. So guys, let me know. So I would love to hear your take. But like I said, if you got a comment that you want to say, that you want to get out there to the masses, drop a super chat. We will get that in our next broadcast, and you will be put on air live on our next show. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces. And remember, on your way out the door, when you put your shoes on, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.